in order to be calculative, sometimes you need comparisons. So I have a calculative mind that does compare things. But I think the trick is, when your mind works like that, is to try to compare without competing, because that throws everything off kilter. There's a difference between being pulled and pushed. You're going the same direction. Being pulled, I think, best represents being enticed, endeared, and inspired. And while both seemingly go the same way, they certainly take you on different emotional paths, and they most definitely attract a different kind of vibration. And it's interesting how so many people think that they're the same, because so many things have been umbrellaed under the same meanings. For instance, jealousy is a great example of that. I don't envy anyone, but I can be very mistrusting, and there's been a lot of gaslighting in regards to those two things being the same. I have friends who are smarter than me. I have friends who are doing substantially better than me at life. Some we've wavered, and others have been far more consistent at being consecutively better at life than me. And that is a calculated comparison, not a resentful, petty competition. Not wanting to be hurt by somebody that you pour energy and love into is a lot different than being jealous. One can fear that someone they love is going to hurt them in the form of betrayal, in the form of cruelty, and being afraid that's going to happen is a defense mechanism of being traumatized and the lesson that ensued. Yet they are often integrated as one under the same umbrella, in the same way comparing and competing have been. And I think what separates these are the connotations. And of course, I feel the same way about persuasion versus manipulation. Now, this is not something I found in an Urban Dictionary or anything I looked up. This is merely an opinion utilizing the words at my leisure. Persuasion is convincing as manipulation. What separates the two is the incentive behind those two things. Persuasion would be to help the other person without selfish intention, just to help somebody else. There are positive connotations that way. Untrusting, yes. Jealousy, no. Comparing calculatively, yes. Comparing competitively, no. Persuasion, yes. Manipulation, no.